All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. This is it! 20, 54! It's a swarm!
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their 2nd-year punter, Trevor Daniel. Back deep for the Panthers, DJ Moore.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Right to the 3. 8. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Out of the gun, Newton. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry for the big fullback. This is Derek Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready? Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the flash. Watch the flash.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's got room. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Panthers' 12-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson with a give to Miller, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Right there. 56. Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Watson. Flushed out right. And this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney merciless. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Check that.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Like the 59, like the 59. You must be dreaming. 36.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm coming.
Here's Watson. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Single, slot. Gun.
From the gun, Newton. Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Drop deep.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Jones on
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Slam.
They'll try to run for it with Miller.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run.
Here's Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Fuller. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throw left side, complete to QT. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Go.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Watson now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
They can't hang with us.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey! He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Operating from the gun. Newton. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
Panthers 14, Texans 10. Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. So we've reached halftime here in a 4. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Crunch time, defense.
Great.
Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. 180.
Check.
Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
1st down, Carolina.
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Gun.
Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
Here we go. We're set. 180. Gun. Get it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Scarlett. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Slam. Check 99.
Here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 36-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Set. 19.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Watson on first down. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Let's go. 8. Get it. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
3rd and 2, Newton. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First down, Carolina.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Scarlett. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On 1st down, Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go.
Gun.
Check right. Watch 55. Watch the backer. Check 3.
Back to throw, Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm coming after you.
20.
Check 25.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
388. Nice, sweetheart. Kill. Check 25.
From the gun, Newton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Too little, Captain.
On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Wide, get wide. Showing it.
To throw is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. Now the Bills, they have added to their lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Watson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
We're gonna set. 180. Cut.
And they take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together.